Hello everyone, this is KimMeWyatt. Hello and welcome to this video. The sun is going down. I was like, he better hurry up. You know you have the worst lighting in the world. I am moving, you guys, so okay, it is what it is. Okay. Um, so also please subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to click that notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up. I'm going to do this video today on relationships. As a matter of fact, one of my playlists of 16 now. It's called Romance and Relationships. And please keep in mind, romance and relationships or relationships of any type. You know, mother, daughter, husband, wife, it doesn't matter. Or relationships within races and mingling with other races, okay? Just any type of relationship, sexual, whatever, it doesn't matter. Also scroll down where the text is posted for the video. You will find 10 terms. Please look those 10 terms up via a video format platform. And right now that's YouTube. And you may be here right now. Also look up 5 videos per term. Why 5 videos per term, Kimmy? That's because I'm a victim of gang stalking and you may be too, or someone you know or someone you know and love, okay? So I'm not going to go into detail what gang stalking is. Just to sum that up, I'm in the spotlight 24/7, even as I speak right now. Okay, inclusive of me doing videos on romance and relationships is this. I said, if some of you have been following me for a minute, that I would be focusing a lot on race relationships. Hispanics and blacks and blacks, you know, Blackfricans. I call them black people, Blackfrican. You know, just any type of relationship that's, well, when it comes to race, specifically for this situation. And one of the things that I have been wanting to say in videos, but never had a video done before now that focused on this, is the one thing that Black freaking people do that is really a major overlooked thing that we need to stop doing to better our relationships with each other. Okay. Back in slavery times, some of you are fully aware of Willie Lynch, Lynch. That last name is also, you know, was given, that name was given to when a slave was lynched or a freed slave was lynched, you know, hung or whatever. And you know, one of the things that I haven't really gone over the Willie Lynch docs or the documentary, but I know, or the letter, but I know it's called the Willie Lynch letters. And I know that one of the things that he wanted slave masters to do out of suggestion was to keep Black African people, slaves, nagging at each other, for lack of words, you know, not liking each other. And said that it would work for generations. He was so freaking right. One of the, just to sum this up as quickly as possible, he was right. One of the things that I noticed in my subconscious, and I know a lot of other Black African people are doing this, and we are unaware that we do it. I know in my heart that white people probably don't do this or as much, or even especially Hispanics, you know, not as much. They're very together when it race wise, people of Hispanic descent in most cases. But one of the things that I've caught myself doing over the years, I'm 51 and you probably have too. When we come across one of our own people, relative, friend, whatever, and we're with that person, if we hold any type of conversation with that person, and it doesn't have to be a conversation, it could be just you're on the subway. I mean, you're on the train, en route to work. One of the things that we do that is really bad is that we what's the word I'm looking for? We auto slam a person, and that's not the word I'm looking for, and the word will come to me. What I mean by that, what do you mean by auto slam a person? If I see someone judgmental, very judgmental, if I see a black person, and I'm just saying this is possible, this is not something I would probably do, but I'm just saying, and I also want to note before I go further that when I talk about race or races, it is as a whole. You will hear me oftentimes saying Hispanic people of Hispanic descent as a whole, people of Caucasian or white people as a whole. What that simply means is that there is nothing that's 100% in any race. Okay, 100% of white people are not prejudiced. Sorry. 100% of black people don't steal, or steal rather. Okay, 100% of Hispanics, don't listen to, 100% of Hispanics don't listen to Hispanic music. Some of them just they do not like Mexican music. They're Hispanic and they don't even like Mexican music. They listen to Black African music or other types of music. So just as examples, nothing is 100% in any race. So I want to clarify that before you make comments. My race were black people, white people. No. I understand that it could be 80%, it could be 85%, but the numbers, when I talk about something, usually the numbers are, the numbers are up there, whatever the topic is. One of the things though, going back to that I found that I do, and sorry for moving the camera so much, is, and I know you guys do it too, we are subconscious judges. It's not always something bad. When someone walks off from you, I don't care, Black African people, if they just gave you a hug, if they just, you could have just, even if they just gave you $100. I'm serious. It's somewhere in our subconscious where even though we're happy they gave us that $100, we're thinking, why did they do that? Why did they give me $100? Oh, I'm so happy. And then it goes from that to, what was behind that? Why, it's like very paranoid and but it's not mental paranoid. It's like we always have to say something or have a negative thought or negative words to say about a person of our own race when they have walked away from the scene. This is also inclusive of more than one person, more than two people. Okay. Most times, if there's a conversation, let's just say three people and it's going great. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We can't keep that positive energy going to where, oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I hope they make it home safe. Just anything positive. We don't even think about, excuse my finger, we don't even think about, I hope they make it home safe. It's more like, oh man, you know what? You're not going to be on time. You're saying all this stuff and you don't mean it and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be there. You're not going to be there. And blah. It's just this subconscious thing that we have about talking about people of our race. And a lot of us don't even realize we do it. We don't. I am so guilty of this. I hate to even admit, but I'm not the worst case scenario. And I have to admit, I can't even say I don't do it all the time. If you have, let's see, a perfect example. Me, I have conditioned myself to not hold conversations with people I don't want to talk to. If I don't want to talk to you, if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. Okay, that's great. But there comes that time when I will relax and maybe talk to this person for whatever reason, even if it's just for 10 seconds, which if I don't like to talk to you is more than enough for me. But as soon as that conversation is over, it's like, you're a lying sack of shiggity, but never do I say, why did I even talk to them? I don't blame myself. I'm picking out negative about the person. Why even talk to a person if you never talk to them and you don't want to talk to them? Why are you talking to them, Kimmy? Why are you talking to them? Did I say, why am I talking to them at all? Walk off. Let them know that you are not into them. And the people I'm referring to, or even one person is aware of that, but you can still strike up any type of conversation with them. That's normal. That's kind of normal. What I'm focusing on today is where it's someone that that you love. How many times have you walked up from your mother, your own mother, and had something, a thought, negative, any negative thought is negative, okay? And you had this negative thought about your own mother. Be honest. Now, this is not, ooh, I want to kill her. Oh my God, she raised me wrong and she has so many boyfriends. She knows me. No, I'm not talking about where you may think you have a valid reason for feeling the way you do. I'm talking about where you actually, in your subconscious, if you catch yourself doing this, you are saying things that you don't even realize or you're thinking things you don't even realize you're thinking. Just focusing on your own mom. That wig, she had her wig turned around the wrong way. Mama need to wash her dishes. Her floor. It could be anything. Negative. That's a negative. And we do that to each other. Whereas I know just from talking to other people, most other racists don't do that. And I think it comes from Willie Lynch, the Willie Lynch letters. It's how we had to, or how we were conditioned. There you go, perfect word, to treat each other as slaves, which has gone to generation and generation and generation and generation and generation. And as a result of that, many things come out of that. There's no respect for one another. There's competitiveness. There's disrespect, no respect. There's a lot of things that happen negative out of the negativity of that. You see a person and it's kind of like, oh, here they go again. I don't like seeing this person going up the stairs. I don't like seeing this person coming down the stairs. I don't like looking at her. And it's so light on the surface that we don't even really, it's not heavy. It's not heavy. I'm not talking about where you're thinking these things. It is so light on the surface that it goes it gets in our brain. We think it and it's out. It's that quick. It's been vamooshed. It's been sprayed like with an insect repellent or something, and the thought is gone. We may verbally say something, especially if there's a scenario where there's more than two people. But in most cases, this is one-on-one, and the person walks off and you're smiling on the outside, the exterior, but your subconscious, which is amazing, is thinking these things or this thing or these things, and you don't know that you're thinking these things. Willie Lynch, the dude sadly had it going on. When you can control people like that, when you can control a whole race of people, and you can, and I'm not giving him credit, okay? I'm giving him credit, but not in the way you guys are thinking. And listen to me, hear me out. When you can control a whole race of people in that manner, and then the generations come, and the generations come, and the generations come, and you can control those people, you've done something immaculate, although evil. Let me say that. And that's what it is. We don't believe in one another. I will do people's hair for free for 2 months. One of my clients did his hair 1 week, and I knew doing his hair, knowing who he hangs around, the people he hang around, that he was going to be talked into not letting me do his hair, hating by some haters, who have absolutely no clue. They have a clue because they're spying. But I knew doing his hair that he would not return because of the people he was hanging around. See him again, I give him one more chance, because here's the deal. What do you mean by give him a chance, Kimmy? I have this promo going on right now, and it's going to go on for a minute, and you are welcome to take advantage of this promo where I will do your hair free for 2 months, once a week. What? Yes, I will literally do your hair in the form of washing your hair, conditioning your hair if necessary, Why you say if necessary, Kimmy? Most times when you wash your hair, you need to condition it. Well, you've been, I have been bamboozled into believing that no, you don't have to condition your hair every time. And here's why. I also will rice water your hair. And from my 7 years of research, rice water is better for your hair than conditioners because conditioners also have chemicals in most cases. Rice is natural. Okay. Try to stay as natural as possible. And so I will condition your hair, as a side note, if I find that your hair is dyed, colored, extremely dry. If I see damage, I'm going to condition your hair the first time. After that, coupled along with using my own products on your hair, I already know that problem's going to be corrected the next time I see you. So, and it's been consistently true. So I don't do that. Now, rice water, after I rice water, I will apply the product. Apply the product. What do you mean? Okay. So I come up with my own skin and hair care line. And, and so I will, apply one or more of my products on your hair. And I will also, probably massage your hair. I just threw that in with someone in June, and I've been consistent with that. Massaging their scalp and everything. So I've been massaging people's scalp, and then some people have been falling asleep. Okay. Amongst other comments I've been hearing. And then I will twist your hair. I will literally completely wash and twist your hair for free for 2 months, once a week. Okay. No gimmicks or whatever. And all I ask in return is that you do a, testimony video, non-coerced. I'm not going to tell you what to say. I'm just going to press the video icon, and we're going to start recording. Okay, and so I press record, and that's it. And that's the only thing. And it's a testimony video. And what's the testimony video? It's a testimony of you letting people know how you feel about the product, good or bad, what it's done for your hair. And that doesn't come out, that's not required initially, but within the fourth, fifth week, somewhere off in there, you should have an idea of what's going on. Okay. Most of the clients choose to continue to utilize my services after because, pat on the back. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty good. Okay. Damn good. I had to say it. All right. All natural products. So, I saw this client. I knew first time I did his hair, he was going to be, talked in hey man. Okay, I see him again. I tell him, I said, this is the last time. I said, it's once a week consistently. You miss a week, that's on you. No, you can call and make an appointment or whatever, but most times people will knock on my doors. A lot of people from the complex okay, come on in, let me do your hair. But I'm going to start doing appointments because it is growing and expanding, But, and so second time he didn't come back. I saw him, but he was avoiding me. Like, he had to go up and buy, cigarettes or whatever from a neighbor or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I wasn't going to I do not run after customers, and I do not run after customers at all. Never have, never will. And so, he noticed that you have to do reverse psychology on some people. I'm not going to run after you. Sorry. And we had a very intriguing conversation today where I was right. This person, without naming names, let me know that, they were talked into, or I was talked about, she's crazy or whatever, that I'm the crazy lady. But then I have so many, thank God, God is good. First of all, when you lie on people just to cover your back, it doesn't work. It may work temporarily, but it's not going to work all the time. And two, not that this was supposed to be numbered. Everybody's not going to be on your team. They may be on your team for 3 weeks, but they're going to eventually see for themselves the person that you're talking about, because you're advertising them, whether good or bad. And they're going to say, okay, well, this person likes them. They've never done anything to me, So that's one of the things that we do. We going back to that, we judge people and we put our mouths on people. I have one of my playlists is called Soup for the Soul. And I think there's 80 something videos in there right now. And when I just mentioned putting your mouth on someone, you can put your hands on someone, you touch them physically, but putting your mouth on someone is literally trying to bring them down. And we have, as Black African people, we have that bad, trying to put people down and be their competition when that person may feel they have no competition. What are you trying to be in competition with me for? You're doing something totally different than what I do, and I'm doing something legal and you're not. Okay, if that's the case. We're in two different industries, if there is such a thing, and I'm saying that on your part. Where's this jealousy coming from? I want to make all the money. Well, you can't make all the money because the money that you're making, you're not even making that money the right way. So, okay, moving right along, and that's just one example, you guys. I'm making stuff in my kitchen, and I have cameras in my kitchen wanting to copy or piggyback off of my 7 years. That's not going to happen. If I have to leave out of my apartment and mix up the major, or even just mix up ingredients and then bring that back and then add that to the main ingredient, you will never find out what I have mixed up together. I'm going to make sure of that. So I'm true to this, not new to it, even before you ever came into the picture. So our Black African people have it bad, willy lynching each other, and actually what I just mentioned was a totally different aspect of willy lynching, literally just clawing someone. I also, when I was on Facebook, I called it the crab theory, and most of you know, that's just what I named it. Most of you know what that is. That's when, you got this one crab, me, for instance. Okay. And I'm not me. I'd like to give you guys examples. Okay. I'll just say you. Okay. You're trying to get out of the crab bucket, and you're trying to get out of the crab bucket, this thing called life that you're not liking right now, and you want to change. And then here comes the other crabs grabbing you to try to keep you down in the bucket with them. The crab theory. In other words, I don't want you to be successful. I don't want you to make any money. I'm not happy for you. Why are you doing that? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to copy off what you do. Just yada, 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 and it's all behind Willie Lynch. I have to say, some people will say slavery itself made us that way. No. When we were slaves, I'm going to make a statement right now that's going to piss some people off. We were closer. I wasn't even there, and no Black African people were closer than what we are now. Okay? I'll go to my grave saying it, and I've said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it. When we were freed, that's when Willie Lynch's harm set us back. And I invite you guys, because I'm going to do it, to read the Willie Lynch letters, because he, being, political, I'm sure, at the time, no computers, nothing like that. You had to get a letter to a person any kind of way you could. And I'm sure they had meetings about, this and that, they did, slave masters and all of this, and nothing that happened then that wouldn't happen today, except for just the enslavement itself, a business meeting. And slavery was a business. And so this guy came up with this stuff, you guys. You've got to read it. I've seen the letters, like the images, but I've never taken the time I started reading. It seemed like when I was on Facebook, but something happened. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to take the time to read the Willie Lynch letters, the docu on that, and how that has totally affected our race. I am trying to condition myself. I'm not the worst case scenario. Like I said, I'm really happy for people. No jealousy. If I'm happy and I'm smiling, I'm happy and smiling. But I'm conditioning myself even more to remove the subconscious out of my thought process when it comes to people that I do want to talk to. Now, if I don't want to talk to you, my subconscious is going to be there. I'm still going to think what I'm thinking. So you don't have to make this into a chore, because you have the right to think what you want to think about people. This is positive people that, positive things. And for some reason, we have this thing where we just have to, when they walk off, when I walk off, when you walk off, It's there, whether we ever say anything or not. It's there. It's like the plague. It's just like there. It's hovering over your head like some fermenting mistletoe or something. It's just it's just dangling there. Yeah. So this is Kimmy Wyatt. You guys, let's try to, Black African people, let's try to walk off and not think. Walk away and not think. It is going to help you so freaking much. It's going to help me. It's going to help our relationships together with each other. If someone comes up to you and tell you they have a wonderful product, you don't have to walk away. Oh man, she man, check it out. Knowledge is power. Or someone says, hey, I know how to help you with that. I know how to do that. This is our problem. We don't want to, we'll go outside of the circle and have all of these people and different people doing things, and we don't trust one another at all. We don't. But comes with the territory. In some cases, we shouldn't. This is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for listening to this video. Please listen to all of my stuff. I have over 300 videos right now. And by the way, you guys, Kimmy this week, I am no longer doing Kimmy this week. And some of you are saying, you sure not? Because I haven't seen any. No, I made an announcement videos back that I would not be doing Kimmy this week. So please take advantage of watching those Kimmy this week, you guys, because I told you also that I had to make a decision whether I was going to keep them on the YouTube channel or take them off. And I've made that decision. So my best advice for you is to watch them. I'm going to keep them up for a minute, and more, because I had to make a decision, and I have. So yes, it's going to make my viewership go down, but I don't care. I am refocusing, and nothing is wrong with refocusing. Okay. Hasta la vista. Buenas horas, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao bella, ciao bello. Smooches gotta go. And also I added toodaloo. And if you're interested, before I go, if you're interested in me doing your hair for 2 months, which is inclusive, once again, of me washing your hair, conditioning your hair if necessary, rice watering, definitely, applying the product or products on your hair, and our products on your hair, twisting if possible. I'm not going to twist your hair if it cannot be twisted. You're just going to walk away. The product's going to be on your hair, and it's going to grow luscious and healthy and fast, very fast growing. Just as a side note, I'm so happy for one of my clients, alopecia, and he's really seeing that his hair is growing, and it's making me so happy for him. Because and also because he's been carrying this with him almost all of his life, having this bald spot in the back of his head, and so he's been wearing caps and things all of his life, and he doesn't want anyone to see, blah 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 blah. I understand, totally understand. So that's what I'm saying. Be happy for people. So I am so happy for him that he can see. I show him videos. He gives me his phone, and I let him see the back of his head, via video. And he's really seeing that his hair is growing, and he has alopecia. He had a bigger than grapefruit size bald spot in the back of his head. And it has changed tremendously with the hair growth. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. If someone can grow alopecia, guess what they can do to your hair? Okay, if you're interested in ordering my products, please scroll down where the text is posted for the video. You will see product listings as well as ordering information. Okay, bye, smooches.